Hi! Thank you so much for tuning in to your May Horoscope. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before, and I've been reading cards for a little over 20 years, and as usual, I'll be delivering you 2 readings this month, your Horoscope and then your Fiercely Focused spread to give you some action steps to take when it comes to your money, health, career, love life, etc. So last month was a doozy with all those retrogrades. Thankfully, we're finishing up Mercury retrograde this week, and now we've only got Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto to contend with. No, it's okay. We've entered Taurus season. It's time to begin rebuilding. Things are going to start moving faster, and I'm very confident that April showers will bring May flowers, and I'm praying that they bring you a bouquet or even a whole truckload. So let me know how that goes for you. Love to hear from you in the comments how you feel about your reading, what's been going on with you, and how you're handling this triple retrograde in May. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I hope you get some insight and empowerment from your Horoscope, and without further ado, on to your reading. Hey Virgo, I appreciate you joining me for your reading this month. Hopefully you're navigating these retrogrades pretty well. Remember, never hit reply all during these first few days of the month anyway. Let's see what Virgo, Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Rising most need to know for their highest good in the month of May 20. Ooh, alrighty. We got jumpers in May 2017. Let's see what Spirit's got to say for you. And Virgo, if you've never been here before, you're going to see me turn these cards right side up because I'm an intuitive reader, so I do not read reversals as arbitrarily muted or negative versions of the card. I pay attention to what Spirit has to say about it. I definitely share that with you. If they give me a change in the meaning and alteration, they'll definitely like draw me to certain illustrations and things like that. They definitely, any tarot reader will tell you, they find a way to get their point across. Okay, Virgo, May 2017. Virgo, May 2017. Virgo, May 2017. Virgo, May 2017. Okay. Alrighty, Virgo, let's take a closer look at this. Make sure you can see everybody. Sorry about pardon the earthquake, Virgo. Just to make sure you can see everybody we're working with here. Okay. So there's a real demand for you to focus this month, Virgo. I feel like there's this tendency or this possibility of taking on way too much in May. And I'm not feeling like necessarily that's so funny, I was going to say, I don't feel like necessarily the world is putting it on you, but haha, here's the world down here. But no, I feel like Virgo, you can be very hard on yourself and expect a lot of yourself. And I feel like this month you're kind of going to be, there's the potential of scattering your energy in too many directions and on too many tasks, trying to please too many masters. And I just feel like, what really matters to you? What brings you true happiness? Those things will totally be worth carrying the weight and totally worth feeling sometimes like you're burning the candle at both ends. So what are the tasks that make you feel like, yes, I'm totally down, I'm the Page of Wands, I'm super excited, it's new, it's inspirational, and it makes me feel happy, it makes me feel fulfilled, it makes me feel in love with my life. There's a lot of support for you this month, but I feel like for you to even feel that will require that you kind of shift your perspective to what it is that you want and not identify so much with your struggle in the way that sometimes you can. When you identify with your struggle, Virgo, you can kind of put on blinders and only see the struggle, only see the battle. And Spirit really wants you to be aware of how much good stuff is in your life, how much love is in your life, how much appreciation. And Spirit is saying there are people to help you right now. So some of you really are going through a literal time of poverty or time of struggle, and there are people around you who want to help you, but you will have to be honest. You'll have to say, hey, I need help with this. Hey, this is not working for me, or hey, I need you. But there's in particular, I mean, I feel like there are several people in your corner, but specifically I want to talk about this Knight of Cups. This is someone who is, I feel for many of you, this is a partner, like a lover, like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. This is someone who is devoted to you, and they want to offer you something. And for some of you, you don't know this person yet. And I'm sorry, these are general readings, Virgo, so I want to be specific to just you who is listening to this reading right now. But these are for everyone's sun, moon, and rising in Virgo. And they're saying that whether it's a romantic partner that you know, or this is somebody new that is coming into your life, this person is very open and they want to give you something. Their cup runneth over and they want to share it with you. So who is this that is making like this lovely invitation to share what is theirs with you? Who is this, Virgo? Some of you may be making a commitment to this person this month. Spirit just said, like, hey, are you dancing around the maypole? Like, are you having a little party with them? And even if it's not like a legal commitment, like, oh, we're getting married this month, it could be like, you know what, yes, like this, you and me, we're doing it, it's happening. Whether it's like we're getting married, or we're becoming partners in this business, or we're going to write this script together, this person wants to share something with you, and you would benefit from sharing your toil and your joy with this person. Again, whether it's romantic or not, because general readings. Spirit really wants to reassure you, Virgo, that for a lot of you, it feels like you've been struggling with feeling heard, with feeling appreciated. And there's something Spirit wants to say, and Spirit can be very blunt at times, and I'm like, okay, Spirit, how do I put that in a way that human ears can totally stand and hear? And so, Virgo, I know you can take it. You're an honest soul, and you prefer it straightforward. They're saying that basically you can choose to stay in your limits if you want to. You can choose to stay sitting in the mud if you want to being unseen and unheard and feeling that way, feeling victimized, or you can turn around and be the hero in your story. You can turn this feeling of struggle and this feeling of being left alone or left behind, turn it around. Commit to the happy ending. Commit to being the protagonist of the story and not one of the side characters who is kind of a cautionary tale and a foil for the protagonist who breaks through their limits and goes on and does beautiful things. Like, your struggle and your circumstances are not there to keep you down. They're there to inspire you to move forward. They're there to inspire you to do more. They're there to provide contrast for when you have the world in your hands and it didn't come easy, so you can enjoy it all the more. And I say the world because you have the world here. It can be bigger and better and go wider and more public than you ever thought, Virgo. You have amazing thoughts. And they direct me over to this King of Swords, who they're saying for this month is you. In Virgo, it's time for you to embrace your, I'm sorry, in Virgo. In May, it's time for you to embrace your inner King of Swords. And you can be a female king or a male queen. The tarot doesn't care about gender. The King of Swords is a conqueror. The King of Swords is a master of words. He's a wordsmith. He's a writer or a comedian or an analyst or someone, excuse me, incredibly intelligent who is so smart and so cutting and possibly cynical and sarcastic with like an amazing dry sense of humor. But they are so intelligent that they even may make their living on their words. So have you been considering making a living on your words, Virgo? Have you been considering making a living on your brain? Time to do it. Time to think about it. Time to break out of these limits. Time to stop saying my circumstances and my, you know, my modesty don't allow me to. Fuck that. Fuck those ellipses, Virgo. They propel you, okay? They, again, are the, like, Spirit just showed me, like, you think of them as these little craters and these little meteors of your wall. You think of them as flaws. But it's like those little those little crater marks are footholds, okay? You can climb the damage, you can climb the wounds, you can make it into something. You are the master of separating the wheat from the chaff in the zodiac. You can make anything useful. You can take this spiritual compost and grow something worldwide, Virgo. So make the most of the mud, okay? Lotuses grow from the mud, all right? You're going to grow something amazing if you so choose. Okay, now let's look at your fiercely focused spread. See what kind of actions Spirit thinks would be most beneficial for you to take in May. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, May 2017. Virgo, Sun. Wow, appropriate. Temperance, balance, ease, give a little, get a little. Don't go to extremes, Virgo. That's what they were saying about don't burn the candle at both ends. The only way you can burn the candle at both ends and still feel energetic is when something is really, truly inspiring you. If it's not inspiring you and you're burning the candle at both ends to serve some other master, you're going to run out of juice. So invest in yourself. Nourish yourself this month. Make it a point to give yourself self-care, to drink plenty of water, to eat nutritious food. Your body, they're telling me your body needs and requires nourishment to go through all the lengths that you're going to go to this month. And they're highlighting for me the crown at the end of the path here in this part of the card. What you want, you can have, Virgo. It is a long path. This is only the beginning. But if you nourish and take care of yourself, you can make it there. Okay? And on that note, let's see what you can do in the physical, material, financial realm. What can you best be served by focusing on in May 2017? Wow. Yep. Be humble, be the student, Virgo. And you love learning. You love being a student. You love being the devoted servant in a way, like the devoted apprentice. And it's time to be an apprentice. If you can, some of you, they're telling me, and again, I'm sorry, Virgo, these are general readings. If you want to go deeper with me and do a one-on-one, my shop is linked below. But some of you will be literally doing apprenticeships or internships, like learning a trade, like the beginning of mastering a craft. And others of you are going to be furthering your education. Like, I need to learn how to do this. I need to start from the beginning. I need to invest in myself, plant the seed. Plant it, it's to be nourished. It's like they said, it's a long road, but if you nourished, it can be yours. If you do all the right things, Virgo, if you provide the right climate, the right nourishment, it will grow into an orchard. It's Taurus season, now's the time. Okay, now let's see what's on your mind in May. What are you thinking about? What's going on in your mental realm, or what would you most benefit from knowing for for May 2017 for Virgo. Okay, I could see that. With all the work that you're doing, Virgo, anxiety and sleepless nights could become an issue. So again, this is part of why they're saying take it easy, like eat enough, drink enough water, get enough sleep. Like you would probably benefit from instituting kind of an evening routine to bring yourself down. Like I stop looking at anything electronic an hour before bed. I grab a book or my journal or whatever, and I sit and do something that has like no technology, no social anything, that puts me in a good state before bed, and I have my tea and I go to sleep. Like, don't let your mind run the show. I know what that sounds like. What, should I let my foot run the show? Like, what I mean is, don't let your mind run away with you. You know as well as I do, a mind is like any tool. A jackhammer is useful when it's useful, and when it's not, it's disastrous. So sometimes thinking about things is not the way. You plan, and then you execute. Don't be planning while you try to execute, okay? This thing works in phases. It's not going to benefit you to keep reviewing and critiquing and reviewing and critiquing and reviewing and critiquing and reviewing and critiquing. Like the Spirit's giving me like a drain. Like thoughts so circular, they're like circling down the drain, and then you lose your momentum, you lose your inspiration, you lose your clarity. So plan, execute, plan, execute. Got it, Virgo? Cool. Okay, so now let's see, what are you going to be feeling? What's going on in your emotional landscape in May, Virgo? Woo! Almost got away from me. Aha! Some sweet news. I feel like for some of you, you're getting a visit. And a visit from somebody sweet, somebody possibly even younger than you. And if they're not chronologically younger, they're just very like young and cute and youthful and sweet at heart, very open. And I feel like listen to this person. This person has some good words for you, some good advice for you. And again, even if they are younger, or even if they seem to, you know, quote unquote, know less than you, they have some like childish wisdom, as in like from the mouths of babes. So pay attention to this person, and definitely don't at all like condescend about what they're saying to you, because they've got something extremely valuable. The Spirit is moving them this month, okay, to speak to you, to give you something valuable. Okay. And finally, Virgo, let us look at what is activating you, what is lighting you up in May, what is getting you all fired up in May, Virgo. Woo! Little bit of competition, little bit of feeling like you are going up against a few candidates for what you want. And that's the truth, Virgo. You are going up against other people for what you want. But you know what? You still got to throw your hat in the ring. And you cannot let the fact that there is competition deter you. As a matter of fact, you can learn something from this. That's what they're saying. You're the student. Think with a student's mind. This month is about mastery for you, and mastery always starts out as being a student. Like, I'm feeling that if you try to come at this like, I'm feeling that if you're not careful, you're going to feel like you got slapped in the face. Like, if you don't spend some time making sure that your head and heart and body are in the right place to go through with this learning experience, you're going to feel a little bit shocked and pissed. So I think that's the reason Spirit is saying go in with a student mindset. Go in knowing I'm not going to know everything. There are going to be moments when someone's better at it, or they tell me that I don't know what I'm doing, or I messed it up and I have to try again. And that's not the end of the world, Virgo. That's how you learn. That's how you become the best. Nobody started out the best. So go easy on yourself. Be kind. Don't go to extremes. Get plenty of rest and sleep, and disconnect yourself from troubling thoughts and critical thoughts. You're learning. You're nourishing something new. That's always a bit of a learning curve. And there's a level up coming for you through the end of May, but only if you're willing to give yourself the grace to learn, okay? Thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. It's always such a pleasure. I would love to hear from you. If you have questions or you want to tell me how this is playing out in your life, whether in the comments below or find me on social media, all that stuff is linked below too. Thank you so much. I hope you have a magical month, and I hope to see you in June. Bye, Virgo.